We'll find out if I've forgotten everything already. It'll be a rough patch at the very beginning. Of that I can assure you. Yeah, again, we defeated the first like real boss. So we've had a couple of mini bosses kind of around in the world, but not much other than that. 9 souls, what happened to the first 8? Well, we're going for them. I think there are 10 total. We have one of their soul seals, which we actually became friends with. Yeah, why not 10? There were 10. Yi is the 10th. Final Fantasy, there's 20 of them. Yeah, true. Kwafu is... We fought a boss before to get to him. Alright, we're flat broke, so... This makes me chuckle every time seeing his design. I don't know why. Also... Definite racism against humans. I believe account spin-offs were over 140 now. Is it really that many? I need to like review the controls real quick. Right to do arrows. Okay, arrows are the Y button. That's the new wrinkle. We just got the bow after that fight and haven't even used it yet, so. Can I sell anything? Not really. Eh. We did get a pipe vial, so we have 3 health regenerations. Let's just look one more time. Kwafu had. Pipe upgrade. You know what? That seems like a good idea. Yeah, the Galactic Dock we couldn't get through. Reservoir. Yeah, this is where Kwafu was, the Power Reservoir Central. So I guess we'll just kind of review where we're at. Cortex Center we can't really do anything with. We should be able to get into a few more places too. Still can't read those tooltips. Use Azure Bow to clear out crowds. Was all I caught out of that. Preliminary search shows around 135 3 years ago. That's fucking bonkers. Makes me feel even older. Missing one treasure here. Maybe we can get... Oh, this room. Nope. Okay. Can't do that. And we get bow charges. Nope, that's the wrong button. Mid-air, I was like, wait a minute. It's not the right bumper, it's the left. But I want to go down here anyway. Maybe. Actually, no. There's one room I haven't been to in here yet. Oh, it's this room. I remember now. Yeah, that's almost a full heal now. That's nice. This door is still closed. For some reason, I didn't expect them to be able to go upstairs, but there you go. Arrow Cloud Piercer. How are you enjoying Cat Sekiro so far? It's been very nice. I don't think I have any like actual complaints about it. It's been for as happy and nice as I want to say nice as it looks. It's a lot darker than I was expecting. Humans just getting decapitated. That one I was not expecting. Expecting like something more akin to Hollow Knight or. But no, it's been very good. I was talking to Flooper today, and like he asked me, would you recommend the game? I was like, you know, even this early, yes, I would. Do you like Metroidvania? Oh, fuck you. You just keep doing that in that confined area, don't you? It's a melancholy type of feel in a very pretty world. Yeah, the art has been very nice. I know, some purists like, oh, if it's not pixel art, it's hand drawn. At least I believe it is. So that's been quite nice. It's 2.5D technically because it has all the 3D backgrounds and whatnot. No, it controls very well, looks very nice, has been challenging in a good way, not a frustrating way. You know, every time I've died has felt like, something I've done wrong. All right, well, we've kind of explored this entire area so far. Because this is just the elevator down. So nothing to do here. All right, where's that root node? Almost certain I've gone through that path already. I'm just waiting for the point where I can travel between, between route nodes. I figure that's coming. But you gotta earn that fast travel. All right, we went down there. There's room on the left that I can't get to yet. So let's just try the right side again. Oh, heck. Right. Is it that simple? I think it might just be that simple. Process of elimination. This is a new area. I had a feeling that thing was going to explode. But we had to, science this out. I wasn't sure if they were hostile or not. Okay, yep. I absolutely made the right call. Good use of an arrow. I'm coming for you. Wait. Too bad. That's the one thing I can't get used to is the fact that the talismans don't fully interrupt their attacks. Is this? I was say. Nope. Okay, that's actually a pit. It was on the map, and it didn't look like one, so... So, who are you? Hello, friend. Nice day for a walk, isn't it? Are you channeling Bill Paxton? Nice night for a walk, eh? If there was an upgrade for that, there kind of is. Well, it holds them in stasis for a moment. It doesn't actually prevent their attack. Who are you? Who I am isn't important. What's important is our current conversation. So you're just a Solarian taking a leisurely stroll through these ruins. You don't explain your purpose here. You're going to have to forgive my rudeness. Listen to me, my friend. I have no intention of being your enemy. I'm also confident that you are not about to harm me. According to the hexagrams, violent conflict will not occur. I've always held great confidence in the insights my divination provides. Not all the superstitious Solarians stated in Penglai. What's more, the Daybreak Tower is a relic deeply symbolic of our ancestors. This is no place to start a fight. What tower? You mean these dilapidated ruins? My friend, things are never as they seem on the surface. Eons ago, the Daybreak Tower used to be the most magnificent altar in the Palace of Immortals. Ancient emperors would come here on important days to pray to the heavens. They would ask the holy men living in the tower to divine the fortunes of their kingdoms. Praise be the soul, and grant our people peace and prosperity. May the soul grant us the power to destroy our enemies. Please grant me sons who will extend the lifeline of the Empire. If you listen carefully, you can still hear their prayers echoing faintly between these walls. Battered by the winds of time, the entire belief system eroded and disappeared. People even invented a whole new way to define soul. That's because they found their own two hands far more reliable than any tried gods. A late friend of mine once said something similar. In short, when I came back to my senses, I could no longer hear the music of the Daybreak Tower. Such a pity. I wish you could have seen this place at the height of its splendor. The bells rang with deep, majestic tones as the ancient Kunlun people assembled here to share food, wine, songs, and faith. It was a breathtaking sight. Songs and wine? Now that sounds a bit more interesting. Oh, that's right. Reminds me, I've got a little something for you. This ancient music sheet is one of my treasured possessions. The bells used to fill these halls with the same melodies. Used to. If you manage to find the right instruments in these ruins, you should try playing some of this music. Your appetite for stories seems to be wearing thin. I'll let you be on your way. Ancient sheet music. Slayer an artifact that can be gifted to Xuanchuan. The sold music sheet was apparently used for sacrificial ceremonies. How nice. Speaking of melancholy. It was obtained from a mysterious Solarian individual. Kind of looks like we can climb. Wait. I see a root node. We'll just remember that that's there. So if the bow doesn't work, then I don't have any other bright ideas. Because I can't use the skull kick on them either. Or, not skull kick. I've already forgotten what the move is called. Not important. Fucking bells. We're missing one. The bells are Rude's fault. Alright, I'll go give it to our human friend. Can't remember what Tally says. That's the lyrics to Funky Town. Something like that. I don't even know. Take this music sheet. That's the melody to... Okay, I couldn't remember the lyrics or melody. It was one of the two. Can you read the score? Score? What's that for? So we did record music. I see. If we play these notes, we'll be able to hear a song from ancient times. Oh, so that's what these strange words are. The old elders were the ones who taught us to sing. If we knew about this method, it would have been much easier to learn. Can't read it either, huh? I was looking forward to hearing you play this piece. Maybe I'd be able to pick up something from the notes given the owner of this score. We can ask Abacus for help. Yes, computer. Figure it out. My lord, this sheet music does not match anything within the database. However, we do know that this is written in ancient notation. Give me a little time and I can convert it into a easy-to-read modern notation. Take a bit more time to teach Xuanshan how to read music. Yes, my lord. All right. The Solarian flute that I brought from home, Abacus knows where it is. Fingering positions may be different, so you'll have to familiarize yourself with those first. Home? But you don't play the flute. Not important. That's all. And I need to get going now. Play something for me once you get the hang of it. Yeah. Alright. We got a nice little moment, but really not anything to advance our current position. Now I have Funky Town in my head. God damn it. No, it's actually not that big of a problem. Or even really a problem. Okay, I gave it to somebody. Now what? Elevator. Restricted level? Valid access token. Okay. We don't have one of those. What am I missing here? And it's very possible that there's just nothing here. I can't get above. I think those two guardians just had a treasure near them. And I can't jump higher than high enough to grab the ledge and get up there, so. Fuck. That was stupid. I was wondering if I could just clear it quickly enough. That's the correct way to do that. Since it's an insta-kill. take the cash, and we leave. So this isn't good. I didn't look for any hack points in that bell tower. Maybe there's a hint on where to go that I've just missed or forgotten since last time. That's not what I want to do. Try again later? Yeah, I figured. Not trying to rain on your parade. With your current gear, 100 extra lives won't cut it. Find any usable materials, please. Bring them to me. And also make simple modifications to that pipe of yours and enhance its effectiveness. As for spare parts, just spend a little time looking around. Upgrade the pipe again. I can hold off on that for the moment. So I only have so many directions to go. Did someone say Funky Town? Yeah, indeed. How's it going, Yuho? Hope all's well. I have a single skill point, but I don't think I can spend it on anything because everything is 2 points. Not that video. Let's finish today's Yakuza session. What are your thoughts? It was above average, to be honest. Hey, I'll take above average. Gladly. Playing Yakuza 3 on easy was the best decision ever. If you don't want to fight, like, how should I say it? It can be a little bit grindy in terms of battling, but again, it's... The older style games are still a little bit of a mystery to me. I mean, I've obviously seen gameplay from them. But I know it's, like, going to get worse before it gets better. Stories are right. Sub-stories are below average. Vibes are cool. It's known as a low point for the series in the series for a reason. Yeah, I figured that. I always would err on the side of, like, how bad could it be? Oh, jumping in that. Would I play it on easy and skip it? Yeah, I could totally get behind that. Combat was whatevs. I had more complaints about other stuff in 3. I don't know why I'm going across this. I don't really even need to. And some reason I can't use quick stand skill. Don't know if it's a remaster bug or anything. Some sort aren't too horrific, but they're very intentionally leaning away from repeating 1 and 2 on many of them. Yeah, that was probably the low point of Kiwami for me, was that just half of the sub-stories are like literally just either fetch quests, somebody's trying to steal something from you. It's like one conversation that is done. Which is nice that you can get it out of the way quickly. Oh, fuck. Didn't vibe with Kiwami myself. Kiwami 2 was better. 2's kind of better. I think it's 0. Yeah, I mean, 0 is kind of like the gold standard. Because they weren't remaking anything, you know. Wait. Oh, that's it? Kiwami 2 is better. Or superior Kiwami. Super annoying Xbox Yakuza back. Kiwami 2 is the only game in the Yakuza series that doesn't have a 60 FPS patch for some reason. Ew. 0, 2, 1, 3 in that, so far in that order for rank. Yeah, because you're on 4 now. I saw that. And no 60 FPS patch. That's just. There's a moment in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that is still rendered in PS5 30 FPS. Some of the like. I don't want to say that's not the cutscenes directly, but yeah, there are certain things that like you could tell like this is something's wrong here. We'll drop down. Here, look at this. The elevator go up. Down here. Collected Tau Fruit. Speaking of computer stuff, I finally started my Odin project journey. Nice. I've actually not used that myself. So you'll have to let me know how that goes. Single problem in another incredible nostalgia trip so far? Yeah, it's a small blip. It's a, you know, minor deduction. Scores. Let me just open a door for free. Also, this kind of feels like progress. Alright, skills. Swift rise when knocked down. Dash, get you back up on his feet. Recover some health after picking up experience. Drop to health after death, excuse me. Increases maximum chi charge capacity through advanced chi training methods. Increases the internal damage inflicted by a successful Tai Chi kick or skull kick. Tai Chi kick is the we have. Breathing exercise. Take a breather to recover internal damage after a precise parry. Focused my chi. They wanted something to give me fundamentals because it's an entirely different field to me. Every option I checked up ended up in Odin. Fair enough. Gotta go, V. Remember to breathe. Thanks, Rude. That's an important reminder. Alright, that's where we were before. I keep forgetting to rest at root nodes. Yeah, good luck with Yakuza 4 if that's what you're doing tonight. I assume it is. Hydrate. Oh. Water is needed, and we'll be done. He's well into his Yakuza journey. We wish him well. Kind of envious that he's so far ahead of me. In terms of the numbered entries, I should say. Because he's played 4 games in the series so far. I've played... Let's see, how many have I played? 7, 8, 0, Kiwami 1, Man Who Erased His Name. Then I'm gonna play Pirate Majima this month, so that'll put me up to 6. Treasure. Now I have to go get that. Replace 5 will effectively beat me on the OG series. I'm glad playing Yakuza helped me with the current gaming rut I'm facing. Yeah, it's a very easy one to just go and just like, yep, I have this whole series to play and goddamn, I'm gonna do it. Bearing Jade. Reduces knockback from enemy attacks when parrying. Increases ability when enduring heavy hits. I mean, it sounds nice, but do I have a use for that yet? Not really. I've already forgotten which Jade I have. Won't play 4 right after this, of course. I believe I'll finish the game tomorrow. Yeah, I would not advise, like, going game to game to game. Just, I would say, like, play, like, something shorter in between. It's the same formula, and has been, you know, for a long, long time. Hard to get into a bad mood at. Even when you're done and with it and frustrated, you'll be smelling like an idiot at a stupid moment or a good punch. Yes, absolutely. Something silly is going to happen inevitably. I gotta switch between these two. Oh, jump. Yeah, I have to get this one stopped earlier. Very important, a Yakuza game has 3 things. Stupid, pointless, meandering shit to do in the form of minigames, cooking and eating delicious food, and the ability to go from comedy to tragedy. Yes. I very much agree with that. I think Birth by Sleep will follow Yakuza until Avowed comes out in a couple days. I don't think I'll play Avowed. I don't want to say ever, but it's not on my radar. There's a fair amount of hype around it. That's not it either. Missing something here. Just be faster. That's the solution to all of our problems. Ow! Medicinal Citrine. The orange citador. People once mixed it with wine, believing that it would strengthen the body. However, taking it in large quantities is harmful. Is this the spice? The pauper talisman is better than all. Okay. So we're missing an access key to get into here. The restricted area. Can't get above. Is there? Where was the door there? Actually, the biggest reason why was Alan Wake 2. That was the real reason. Alright, directly left. Got Final Fantasy VII Remake there. Yeah, I had already played it on PS5 at the time, so I was like, there was no sense in me getting it on Epic. And I grabbed it on Steam, so it all worked out in the end. Great platforming by me just now. Just get it on Steam. Yeah, double dip. I mean, that is a solution. Not the most cost-effective solution, but it's still a solution. Alright, straight across. Epic still supports Circus Lyra, and sometimes the games are absurdly cheap. Yeah. I'm kind of the point of, like, my backlog's so large to begin with, it's just, like, I can't be bothered to buy games on separate. Like, GOG, I don't even buy stuff on, like, GOG. I think the only stuff I The only thing I bought on GOG was like the original like PC releases for Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. Trust Epic more than I trust Xbox, I guess. I don't know. That really depends on your viewpoint. Like if you're of the belief that, you know, Tencent being like owning a huge stake in Epic Games, like it really depends on how you feel about that. Yep, I missed this entire area. Fuck me. I thought these were just connected. I have 120 games on GOG thanks to Amazon Prime. Hashtag ad? Hashtag sponsor? No. Go up first. Ow. Pesos give me money. GOG efforts on game preservation deserves praise. It does. Wasn't there a huge problem with... I don't know if it was GOG specifically, but... I thought there was some sort of situation happening there. Ow. Hackermans. That was the same pattern twice, or at least it felt like it. Licensing is a bitch, I say? Yeah, it's a whole weird thing of rights and... It's kind of wild. And unfortunate that... Just the way that these contracts are written. Games can literally just go to hell for a while. Okay. Did that loop? Yeah, thank you, Epic, for bringing Alpha Protocol back. GOG, not Epic? Yeah. That was such a random one. Watch the video on that. Yeah. Why can't you why can't your brain function right at 5 a.m.? What's wrong with you? Nice. How nice of it to wait for us to be done hacking. That's still not the right button. I keep trying to use the wrong button for arrows. Guess it's too much for 26 and thriving. Tau fruit. 2 skill points. What are you? Dusk Guardian recording device. Deceased has been confirmed to be a Dusk Guardian. Speculated that an explosion occurred while he was on patrol. He was pierced by a piece of scaffolding when the structure collapsed and died immediately. Hello. Is that how we do log entries? I can't believe that I encountered something like this on my first shift. He had a lot of external injuries. It looked horrible. I hope his spirit will be able to rest in peace. Feeling drowsy after our last medicinal injection, but the symptoms are slowly going away. I thought I would never have been able to board New Kunlun. So imagine my surprise when I became a Dusk Guardian. Incredible to think about. Doesn't sound like it ended well. I'm just happy we've progressed at least a little bit. Like for the sake of the YouTube video for this, I'm probably cutting out the first while. Or at least skipping around a bit. Okay, let's go back. Can get a new skill. There's the internal damage inflicted by a successful Tai Chi kick or skull kick. Let's do this one. Breathing exercise. I don't even know if I needed a rest, but we're doing it anyway. Cutting render times in half it's a big brain move on your part. Exactly. It's so easy. Just delete half of the recording. Well, that was an unexciting little elevator. It's less storage. Less to edit. I need all the time savings I can get, really. Oh. I don't know what I just did, but sure. Back in my day, Let's Play episodes were 10 to 20 minutes. True, I mean, they had a dedicated editor. It's everything's different when you have a dedicated editor it is literally their job to distill down, hours of gameplay into, minutes instead of hours. I'm not going to be that quick. I left my YouTube days behind. I should probably consider an editor. I just can't keep up. People release content every day. I've got 23 more Baldur's Gate 3 videos to edit. I have 23 more parts of Baldur's. So Baldur's Gate took 25 streams total. I have edited 2 of them so far. You might need editors, plural. Nah, it doesn't. It takes me, like... It takes me around an hour per video. I haven't really, done, a time study on it or anything like that, but... If I'm paying attention and motivated, not distracted by anything else, I can get a video out pretty quickly. Just make a Sean Paul best moments montage. Put every episode. Of course, Cuervo. I'm burning. Yeah. This is just easier. This is just easier. I have the arrows, may as well use them. I've already basically told him to cut to Sean Paul videos multiple times in the playthrough. Yeah, and I have to worry about stupid copyright. How dare they? Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, I keep getting co-op playthrough requests from friends when the new patch comes. I already have a request to play from some console friends. Oh, that's perfect. How about that? I'll be there, Sean Paul. I don't know what I'll be. I mean, I only know how to use one. I only learned how to use one class, and I got to use Sean Paul. Actually, that's not true. I did, obviously I get to use Shadowheart quite a bit. And Sean Paul for the Cazador fight, basically. Well, this was the whole area. But I don't think this is overall this is just flat out an area that I missed. Warrior is an easy task, first in and last out. The heaviest thing you can carry, the heaviest thing you can. Things hard and try to ensure they can't hit other. Get that paladin and smite everyone. Sell these pick up quick. Yeah, it did seem like this is kind of a no-nonsense kind of vibe. Like, oh, I killed something. I can do another move now. Oh, I use cleave here? There's multiple enemies next to me? The only thing I didn't really learn too much about was like action surge. Oh, fuck you. I want to try to throw barbarian. That's just called a barbarian? Yeah, that's another one. So, I think I will end up playing back through the game at some point. It won't be on stream, but there's so much that I didn't do in the game that I feel like I need to. Rhizomatic energy meter. Absorbed when primordial roots absorb light. The past millennia, and with the development of the Solarian technology, methods of extracting and storing this energy have been continuously improved upon. During the Turbulent Era, the G Kingdom created the first large-scale rhizomatic columns to meet the power needs of their military. Groups of these columns were built across Penglai by various kingdoms. However, the rise of Taoism, towns slowly fell into disrepair. Think of a warrior. You can't do the wear the heaviest thing you can. So, shirtless warrior. What you're saying. Heaviest thing you pick up with the enemy or a friend. Yes. I think that's one of the little bits of gameplay I had seen on the game prior was just somebody literally, their build was just to throw shit at everybody. And it looked pretty funny. I can go back and finally finish Divinity Original Sin 2. I knew nothing about Larian as a studio prior. How does it work? Many good knives for it, many good improvised weapons. Bonk. Commands. Multi-tool kit. Slayer, an artifact that can be gifted to Xuanchuan. Sophisticated tool set crafted by the great craftsman of Ying. This must-have dream tool for even the most accomplished craftsman. All right. Divinity has an entirely different rule set. Which I'm not fond of compared to their take on D&D, but I still want to play it. The system is basically adapted D&D. Legally distinct D&D. I tried to play Divinity co-op and ended up not finishing because of my shitty partners. Get better friends. They couldn't license the name, however. Each of their games are the quality of Baldur's Gate 3. Maybe not as pretty. Yeah, I thought I've seen some other people stream Divinity. And it was, like, strikingly similar. Divinity 1 is legitimately difficult to play with someone for the first Larian game, considering you have different decisions to get into actual in-game fights about it. Play rock, paper, scissors for your decisions. Yeah. That's funny. You must, yeah, friendships will be tested. Components. So all I really did was I connected this entire area, so I can go back and give another gift to the kid, but Divinity 2 is enough for me. Game actually has a duel/kill your friend for going into a separate path. Huh. Cooperate or fight to the death. Interesting. But you love friendships? Hey, it's like... I mean, it doesn't sound any worse than, like, you know, playing Mario Party with friends. All right. Here, I've got another thing for you, kid. Hey, while you're trying to learn music and learn how to write, learn how to use this too. Don't get too excited. This isn't a toy. It's a multi-tool used by engineers to repair equipment. That's great. I happen to need some tools. Can I borrow it? No. What if you accidentally slice off your own fingers? Come on, I'm not going to do that. Did you forget? I made every single piece of furniture in your house. Let's see. What does this button do? Knife just popped out. Wow, it moves. Careful. This is a product of Ying. The blades are very sharp. Who's Ying? Ying isn't a person. It's a nation on Penglai famous for their crafting. That was a long, long time ago. All the great craftsmen have been in decline since the end of the turbulent era. The job of craftsman grew less and less popular. I have a friend who suffered a lot because of this. I don't get it. People who make stuff are super popular in the village. Our neighbor Afang knew how to sharpen stones and makes all sorts of tools. Through spears, even I could hunt down boars. We had lots of meat in the village back then. Well, some might ask if those spears were pointed not at boars. What if those spears were pointed at not at boars but at other people? I did cut my hand on a blade once, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't use spears, that we should look down on the people who make them. Friend would be so happy if he were able to hear your words. Then, does your friend mind that I borrowed this tool? Fine. Just remember to hold it steady. Only use the blunt blades, and never point it at yourself when cutting. Okay. And don't press buttons with it, or don't let it touch electricity. Okay. Well, we haven't gotten anything new, but... Got the cash, may as well just get another heal. All I'm really doing, I'm effectively just grinding for new stuff. Unintentionally, I might add. All right, 5:30 is my cue to sleep it off, fellas. Thank you for the stream as always. Leave it running in the background. Thank you, Yo. You don't have to do that, but it's very much appreciated. But I hope you have a wonderful, night/morning. Hopefully you're able to get some good sleep. I'm sure I'll see you around, whether it's here or Valco or whoever else is a mutual friend of ours. Maybe I will have figured out how to progress. Maybe. Maybe. That goes back, so I assume we'll see each other there more frequently. Yes. I will do my usual dip in to talk shit to Valco for a couple minutes. And then go back to work, pretty much. That's my MO. Are you trying to say dulcet? D-U-L-C-E-T? I think that's the word. Could be wrong. What I'll actually end up doing is just combining this part with whatever comes next. My shirt will change colors, but it'll be fine. Don't want none. Okay. something else new. Oh! Nope. Come on. That's just way simpler. Yeah. Don't know why I didn't even think to just keep walking. I was... Oh... That's satisfying. That looks hackable. Fuck are you? Oh god, there's more. No. Fucking it all up. Oh, and I need to summon the nymph. I already hacked this. I did it in wrong. Did it in the incorrect order. But it worked out just the same. Alright, so there was a path over there. Alright, that looks like a way to leave or progress, so I'm going to hold off on that just for now. And we're going to go back and see what was underneath. Just kidding. Wait, I think we can do our little, do one of those. Alright, that's nothing. When we get a rock breaking ability. Look at that. I feel like there was a much better way to attach the boat. But sure. And then it ran off anyway. West of Yaochi and towering above is the Daybreak Tower. It is an ancient Penglai holy site. Kunlun's Yaochi Lake was once the site of sacrificial ceremonies. Back when Sol was just the name of a star, people viewed the primordial roots as the mother and Sol as the father. Prayers within this building were said to have been able to reach heaven. During summer nights, strangers from ancient Kunlun would gather in the tower and celebrate with song and dance, exalting the soul with their lyrics and passing on their soul worship to subsequent generations. Okay. We're getting refilled for free. I always question it. How are you doing, dear brother? The day or night where you are right now? What does the sky look like out there? I never left Xia, so I always felt envious whenever you told me about all those faraway places. Didn't have many friends my age when I was a kid. The grass, the trees, the sky, and the stars were what kept me company whenever you were away. Remember when I first told you about hearing the roots sing? Thought I was hallucinating from being alone all the time. Now I'm hallucinating. The Death Star.
Kim?
Hang? Why haven't you gone to sleep yet? You talking to the roots again? How'd you know? The weather tonight is great, so all the branches are singing. Told you again and again, the primordial roots aren't sentient. You're most likely hearing random static generated by its energy. You just don't know them yet. They can be quite lively. I learned about the celestial bodies in school today. Did you know that light from the stars in the sky are actually from a long, long time ago? A star leaves its brilliance behind as it burns itself. That light travels thousands, if not millions of light years to reach us.
What can we say?
I heard a classmate say that the stars may shimmer brightly, but they may have already extinguished. All that's left are the last vestiges of their final moments, echoes from the past. That's what nourishes the roots. They absorb the remnants of the stars, turning it into milk to feed us and supply us with energy. What my teacher doesn't know is that all souls and dreams also end up as the food for the primordial roots. They emit a song as they devour. I hear their deep melody as I fall asleep each night. They sing about all the stories across this vast expanse. That's how the roots perpetuate the memories of the universe. How they nurture new stories as others come to an end for all eternity. I wouldn't have described the energy conversion process in such a sentimental way. You have a rather active imagination. Isn't it just captivating? All their branches contain stories from the past. There's even souls from... Okay, I know. Sounds like a fine poem waiting to be written. You should still focus on your studies, okay? Primordial roots energy can be explained through scientific principles. I'll let you be my assistant, then you can learn all about it. You really think that there are souls inside the roots? That alone is a bit worrying. Not really. Forget about that. Look, a shooting star. There's like tons of them. You didn't approve. You thought the world ran not on sentiment, but on science and rationality. I swore to never talk to them again. But the voices never disappeared. I hid under the covers and responded in secret. Our calls and responses formed their own meandering melody, its color and aroma changing as it flowed. Even now, in these dead streets and deserted alleys, the roots still sing. So please, don't worry about me, dear brother. I'm not alone. Not when I have the roots to tell me your story. Damn. Very sad. Melancholy. the last one of these was guarded. Say, it seems weird that they'd be giving me this for free. All right. That wasn't too bad. Soul Reaper. Any genetic spirits absorbed by the enemy that killed you can be recovered using Talisman Explosion. This removes the need to actually kill the enemy that killed you. That's no fun. What about Revenge? All right, moving onward. Dogs are, I think, the worst thing for me to try and parry. Pow, pow. Fuck. Fuck it. Have a talisman. It was almost like I would say it was kind of like a mini boss. All right, well, scripted, but walked right into a trap. Look who decided to show up after all this time.
Huh.
Did your astounding intelligence lead you into this trap? This is quite eye-opening. I could sense it from afar. Stubborn as ever, I see. Gotta give it to you, though. It takes courage to storm into my territory all on your own. You only just came back from the dead, right? I figure anyone who got another shot at life would know better than to intrude on my farmlands. I don't intend to die on these barren fields.
Oh.
Barren, you say? Then let us fertilize with some fresh organic remains. We farmers are naturally thrifty. Anything goes to waste, not even a skinny little mouse.
You saw?
Rise and shine, my beasts. There's work to be done. That's the dinner bell. Okay. That's not weird. Jiangxi soldiers thought this technology was banned centuries ago. Going so far as to modify the Apeman? What's wrong with putting everything to good use? The opportunity to serve me beyond death is a special privilege I bestow. I read the system report the moment I woke up. You apparently made a mess out of the livestock area. I was there when we captured 8 men on the pale blue planet. They're obedient creatures that can be quite cute once tamed. As pets or livestock in the end, they're just tools. Have you begun to think of yourself as one of those beasts that, now that you've mingled with them in their cage? Enough. Are you here to lecture me or kill me? Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder. I better send you on your way. I've got a field inspection to conduct later today. Bring him down with all your might, my beasts. I'll reward you with some rice afterwards. Nice. No, wait, this isn't part of the plan. That's not what I meant when I said bring him down. Damn it, this is a complete disaster. You imbeciles. Well, we'll fight them soon enough. Goumang. One of the 10 souls of the council and responsible for managing the agriculture on New Con. Got another unstable root node. Oh, we're gonna learn something new. That's what it is. Oh. Dynamite to form a blade? Intriguing. Theory simple. Well, now we can break rocks. And shields. Well, that just opened about 5 or 6 doors, I feel like. Probably less than that. Oops. There it is. My body and the blade bound together by chi. It's the final trial. Can this sword penetrate a defensive barrier? Bet your ass it can.
Oh.
Sword lives ever present in both myself and the world. Now we have Charged Strike. Now to remember all the places to use Charged Strike. That's something else entirely. Oh. Oh, wait. Excuse me. That's just kind of quicker. Meet again, Sir Yi. How'd you get here? Are you following me? Not the slightest. It can only be fate. Ever since my awakening, I have made this land my home. Sojourn across Kunlun without ever settling down. This is one of my many hiding spots. I did not expect to meet you here. Don't need to hide. The guards here are no match for you. Scholar does not wield the sword lightly. Simply slip away when trouble starts to brew. There's no need for violence. Poetry reciting weapon that won't fight. That's a first. You flatter me, sir. But that is the reason why I cannot obtain gin from mechanical corpses like you do. That being said, would you be interested in bartering once more? Feel free to peruse my wares. Alright, what you got? Is that river the water of life? I don't know about that. Looks like something else entirely. Drink the piss. And we get hurt just by touching it. I should have saved for a computing unit. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of the entire time. I'm like, can't dash while jumping. They don't get hurt by the piss. Oh, whatever we did was worth it. Treasure for some undetermined point later. Yellow water report. Concentrated irrigation form of New Kunlun is comprised of dragon snake excrement, chemicals, and leftover biological waste from the breeding facility. High concentration can harm Solarians, necessitating immediate localized excision if it comes into contact with the skin. Lovely. Shanghai 9000. Where do you think you're touching? The nerve. About that data, just give me 400 gin for it. There's no need to destroy me. Not like I want to keep talking to you. Just don't want to be shut down. Nope. I don't have enough money. Can we stop the yellow water from flowing? Thank you. Much better. Here's a little bit of bankroll. Yeah, I think that's kind of bullshit. They can just stand in it and be fine. It says it hurts Solarians, so maybe it just doesn't hurt them. They were born from the piss. And it's a whole new area, whole new world. I'm just glad I found something new. I was getting worried for a moment. So hopefully he's just dead. Nice. That's where I wish I just had like a bomb to drop down there or something. No seed. Okay, we can afford one more skill, actually. Let's do that one. Bosses tend to hit a little harder and be able to knock down, so it's probably useful to have that. It's been like 3 hours at this point, and I've discovered a new area which I'm not going to fully be able to explore, so I think this is a good point as any to stop for today. I'm kind of tired, so